simply must do something about the business, brother. These chambers are much too small for our lifestyle.
I realize that, Scipion, but the Fang-Furls have us by the throat. What am I to do? Well now, Scipion can say what he wants about this city, but you don't have strapping, smoldering-eyed strangers walk into your suites in chain and all. Alas, were I only in the mood for some distraction? Damnable Fang-Furls. With the Empire gone, the Fang-Furls gang controls all trade in Blackwood. They're run by Pungent Adder. Every fifth coin in the region ends up in his coffers. This makes business difficult for my brother and I. Perhaps we could enlist your help? If we had one of their business ledgers, I'd have an understanding of the Fang-Furls' operations. Perhaps even find a weakness ripe for exploiting. If you could procure one of those ledgers for us, my brother and I would pay you handsomely. If you get us a ledger, I'm certain we can put it to good use. Rumor has it the Fang-Furls have a bookkeeper, Lyrard Droth, who lives in town. I'd wager you could find a ledger in his home. It's just around the corner, across from the bridge. I know his name is Lyrard Droth, but the Fang-Furls make him lead a quiet life to conceal his identity. You can learn a great deal from a business ledger. Where money comes from, where it goes. And then, the Happy Averno Shipping Company was gifted to my brother and I by our dear departed uncle. We discovered our uncle's affairs were more precariously poised than described.
I can't wait to take a load off at the inn. I saw some rather unsavory ruffians skulking about. Fang-Furls, I'm sure.
They wouldn't dare approach us directly. We're safe enough, Julius.
All the same, I'd rather you not venture outside without me, brother.
The Fang-Furls continue to sniff around our skirts. If we don't move quickly, there won't be a Happy Averno Shipping Company left to save. Did you find the ledger my brother asked about? I'd like a look. Julius has no head for sums. Let's see. It seems the Fang-Furls have their thumbs in some very dirty pies. I'm not one to talk, given where my hands have been. I have an idea. If we can draw out Pungent Adder himself, we can topple him and his gang. By gifting Pungent Adder some umbrage. Looking at this ledger, I see two morsels dangling before us. Firstly, according to this, the Fang-Furls use dead drops to issue and receive orders. If we steal those drops, we disrupt their operation. We sent personal message. It seems he has a barrel of Oleander Coast Reserve waiting at the docks. Let's say we season it with something foul. Make it as pungent as the adder himself? While you sabotage the dead drops and taint his wine, Julius and I will write a signed letter to make his blood boil. Then it's just a matter of combing the stinking depths of Leowin until we find someone that can put the letter in his hands. Hang on to them, I suppose. They might be useful to peruse. The cask is at the docks, so I'm sure there will be something on hand. Pitch, bilge water, fish, anything will do. Just try not to get caught doing anything unseen.
There's a full skin of water waiting for me. A nice little present from Vec, eh? You fetcher! Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers. I really don't like your odds. Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
I got them. You want them? Fresh bilge grubs for sale. Got a gullet that needs filling? If you're not too choosy, then look no further. These bilge grubs will settle your stomach. They're a good source of fuel for the working people of Leowin, of course. Once they realize how much energy and wonderful. You won't regret it, I guarantee.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished. Still gets to me.
Those were Fang-Furls, weren't they?
Yes! They grabbed the two brothers and dragged them out of here. Horrid. But it's none of our business.
See, I told you they'd come, Scipion.
Not now, Julius. Our friend could be ambushed at any moment.
Fine. I will deal with you myself.
Dare I say, I think you're being a good influence on me.
Thank the divines. Those Fang-Furls have unpleasant knotwork.
Let's not linger here. Shall we meet back at our office? We made it back safely and burned our sodden silks. I still feel filthy. We're both going to need a long, hot bath after all this. But what's more important is that we stood up to the Fang-Furls and won. Absolutely. Now that you've stripped the Fang-Furls of their leader, the Empire will dismantle itself, which opens up a great deal of business opportunities, none of which would be possible without you. Take this with our deepest thanks. The whole affair has left poor Scipion so dreadfully tense. He collapsed from exhaustion as soon as we got back. He has such a fragile disposition. Don't worry about him. I won't let him out of my sight. Now that this matter is settled, Scipion and I can begin restoring the Happy Averno Trading Company. A few, but we don't want to merely restore it to its original profitable status. My brother and I always strive for more. We rely on our ingenuity for success. Our dear uncle was rather kind-hearted when it came to debts. We'll change.